Hello YouTube, it's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to my first review of the month of February. It's Black Power Month. Yeah, all the reviews I'm going to be doing are going to have mostly black leads or black supporting characters in a movie. This is a 2000 American stoner comedy, a sequel to an underground hit from the 90s, produced by Ice Cube, film production, Cube Vision. It was directed by Steve Carr and stars Ice Cube, Mike Epps instead of Chris Tucker, John Witherspoon, rest in peace, by the way, Tamala Jones, and Tommy Lister Jr., again, rest in peace. It is the second installment in the Friday series. Next Friday. I think this one's decent, but it's not as good as the first one because, that one had the deepest plot, and it's definitely not as funny as Friday After Next. That one cracks me up. Mainly because there's some flaws here. I mean, it's not very long. It's 98 minutes, so it's not going to cost you a lot of time. But I can see why the critics were not. They said the film had generally negative reviews. Oh, yes, trust me, there's some negativity here. The plot is basically Debo escapes from prison. He's the villain from the first one, to get revenge on Craig for getting him arrested. And Willie decides to be safer for Craig to move on to Rancho Cucamonga to live with his uncle Elroy and cousin Day Day, who have just won the lottery. Day Day shows Craig around the house and neighborhood, the ghetto, and Day Day explains to Craig that after winning the lottery, all of the taxes and fees that were taken out of left them enough to buy their house and Day Day's car, and a notice arrives informing them that their house could face repossession. See? And then they go into the ghetto, and there's some problems in the movie when we get to that. There's some funny moments here and there. Craig and Day Day are the best part of the movie. They're both funny. Mike Epps and Ice Cube have great chemistry. That's why they did several of the films together, all about the Benjamins, etc. And they have a good rapport. And Mike Epps just talks. He doesn't scream like Chris Tucker. He doesn't have a screeching, annoying voice. Tamala Jones, mwah, gorgeous woman. She's Dewana, the pregnant ex-girlfriend of Day Day, who claims that Day Day is the father of her unborn child. She has her moments. At least she's in the film. But the biggest problem with this movie is not just that Debo gets underused, because he's in the beginning and then he disappears for half the film until the third act when they need him. The Spanish stereotypes in this movie. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, I'm sorry, but this is too much. If this was done today, it would be called racist and offensive, and sensitive, culturally insensitive. The Mexicans in this movie, oh my God, they're cholos. They're freaking like, hey Holmes and essay and all that. It is way too racist for me. This did not hold up at all. They're annoying. They're loud, and they're ghetto. Why? Because that's how they're written. Who wrote this movie? Did Ice Cube write this one? Yeah. So he puts hood stereotypes in this movie, just like this guy. What was it? Like John Landis' son, Max Landis, when he did Bright, he wrote Bright, and it's like, we're gonna have black and Hispanic stereotypes. I'm like, as a person of color, it offends me because you don't need this. It's not funny. Now, the guy that played Roach is a white guy. He's fine in the movie. He passed away, so rest in peace, Justin Pierce. I liked him because I thought he had some potential, to be in the film. But the girl in this movie did nothing for me. I prefer Katie Albert any day. I love black women more. I'm sorry. It's not that I hate Spanish women. I don't. It's just I don't like when they're loud and speak fast and when they're just there. Sorry. What's her name? Lisa Rodriguez, no relation, because I don't have any family members that are actors. She's Carla, the sister of the Jokers. The Jokers, really? A DC property? Yeah, no. And also, Sticky Fingers is in the movie. He's Debo's, accomplice. He's fine. Amy Hill, she plays the Korean next door neighbor. Again, racial stereotypes. You can't do this today, because again, you're going to be called out. Clifton Powell's fun as Pinky, the record store owner who says Day Day is Roach's boss. But like I said, the stereotypes they're here, and it bothers me, especially now. Back in the year 2000, I could take it or leave it, but now I'm like, just, We get it. Mexicans at the time, were banditos and gangsters. We get it. Ice Cube. It says, yeah, the Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 21%. Say it lacks the fun of the original. Yeah, it's just more racist than the first one. And like I said, the secondary characters in this one are not as strong. I prefer Day Day over Smokey, but still, that other than him and Ice Cube, they saved the film. Because without them, this would be like a hood movie that was made in the 90s. Like every other hood movie. And like, yeah, just like, or the early 2000s, like Baby Doll. I mean, like Baby Boy. And like I said, the film, I do like Kim Wheatley. She's the aunt, right? Yeah, she's Aunt Sugar, the sex crazed girlfriend of Elroy. That she's all over Craig. I'm like, yeah, because she's attracted to men. She's a beautiful woman, She's plus size, got blonde hair, nice brown mocha skin. Just mwah, love it. And Don D.C. Curry as Elroy Jones. He's a good actor. John Witherspoon, I miss him a lot. Chico, that dog, he's fine. It's a real animal. It's not CGI, so they adopt him in the third movie. But like I said, the hood stereotypes and Debo getting underused hurt the film a bit. Now, it might not bother you guys, because again, it was made at a different time. But still, it's cringe to watch sometimes. It really is. And also, like I said, I just prefer the black women in these movies. Like Nia Long in the first one, Tamala in this one, and Katie Auber. Because again, I like chocolate. Yeah, it's about them. This ain't Hispanic Heritage Month. It says the suburbs make the hood look good. Yeah, I get it. But like I said, the hood stereotypes are not going to work in a movie now. That's why they haven't done a Friday movie in over 2 decades. And this came out in January of the year 2000 when I was 15. It made a lot of money. It cost $11 million, made $59 million. But I'm glad the third one was a huge step up from this. It was Christmas, it's shorter, and it doesn't have as many stereotypes. There are still some, but it's not as much. It's not shoved in your face as much, and it's a lot funnier. But it is what it is. If it doesn't offend you, I'll say watch it, but stream it. Don't buy the film, just stream it. And it has its moments. It's funny here and there, but like I said, the Mexicans in this and the Spanish girl just they make me cringe. Sorry, but there's a reason that the Spanish girl doesn't come back in the third one. She's never mentioned again. She's like the Tandy Newton. Yes, I'm gonna say that name, not Tawade or whatever of this franchise, but it is the black sheep of the franchise. No pun intended. But see it for yourself and tell me what you think. But I just think it's decent. It has its moments, but it needed less of that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next review.